At this time, I'd ask you, if you have an electronic device, to please silence it at this time, and please rise for our national anthem. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Oxford Area High School and to the James S. Herr Auditorium. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the Class of 2023 Senior Awards Ceremony. The students on stage tonight represent some of the best seniors that our high school has to offer. They've excelled academically, displayed their talents through our high school's many extracurricular activities, and they've engaged in countless hours of community service. Each student on stage is a shining example of the type of student that we wish to see graduate each year. On behalf of the entire Oxford Area High School staff, I want to congratulate you on a great 4 years here at Oxford High School, and we wish you the very best. It's important that we take time to thank our scholarship and award sponsors. Because of your generosity and desire to provide support and recognition to our students, we can award over $212,000 this evening. This evening is only possible because of you, so thank you. It's appropriate to acknowledge and thank our senior parents and families for your unwavering support and sacrifice of our students. Your partnership and commitment to education, along with your support of our school community, is recognized and appreciated by everyone here this evening. I wish you all the best as you navigate the end-of-year senior activities. And finally, I want to thank the efforts of our entire guidance department, especially Mary Humphreys, who takes great pride in her work, and she strives to make our senior awards ceremony a success. So thank you to our guidance department and Mary Humphreys. I wish you all a great evening. At this time, I would like to turn the evening over to our mistresses of ceremony, Paige Peachin and Abigail Johnson. Thank you.
Hello. To get things started, we'll present our first award. So Paul B. Matthews will be presenting the Eli Seth Matthews Scholarship.
Good evening. First, I'd like to congratulate each and every one of you up here for your hard work, dedication in order to be here tonight. It's truly amazing. I'm proud of all of you. You know, the Eli Seth Matthews Scholarship, I figured out a way to continue in Eli's legacy after he passed away from cancer. He was just 10 years old. And one of the ways we do that is with Eli Seth Matthews Scholarship, and carrying out this legacy and watching the students that do receive it continue on in the path of being a doctor or a nurse or just helping others, which is critically important as Eli tried to help others in his short time on earth. You know, for me, it was the essay, and I had 12 or 13 applicants, and they were all incredible. But this one essay, this one student, although I've never met her, just really, I'm getting chills thinking about it, really, I never met her, but I feel like I did. You know, I felt it really deeply in my heart of your essay. So without any further ado, Emily Horton, will you please come up for Eli Scholarship? Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Next up, we have Troy Rainsberg presenting the Uttam Patel Memorial Scholarship.
Thank you, and congratulations also to everybody here on the stage. Congratulations to all the families, for everyone here on the stage, and we wish you the best of luck. This is the 9th year of the Uttam Patel Memorial Scholarship. You know, we met Uttam and his wife Shika back in 2011. We're all neighbors, and Josh Sokash, who's a teacher here in the gym department, he was one of the neighbors. There were 6 couples that had become extremely close, and we were all new to a neighborhood, all had young children, and we started to share a lot of the events that shape our lives: birthday parties, Halloween parties, Easter parties, horse race parties. We had a reason every holiday and every weekend to have a party, and so it just turned into a lot of parties. But we took vacations together and became very, very close-knit. That was interrupted in the fall of 2014 when Uttam passed. He had just turned 32, and it rocked each of us individually, collectively, and but it's like a lot of the things that teach us, the hard lessons come sometimes from loss and pain, and it taught us the value of family and friends and time, that it's shorter than you think. Since his passing, 4 of us have dedicated this scholarship to Uttam, and we've looked for individuals, just like the last presenter, the essay. We look for individuals that seem to live their life with the spirit that Uttam did, and this was the largest field of applicants that we've seen. Yeah, we had 19 applicants, and this year's recipients stood out with many traits and likes that Uttam displayed as well. Her love of her family, love of her friends, her dedication to her friends, her love of dancing, and don't hold it against me, but she's a lifelong loyal Dallas Cowboys fan. We're proud to award this to Jordan DiNapoli.
Alrighty, next up we have Dr. Raymond Fisher presenting multiple awards.
Good evening. On behalf of the Oxford Educational Foundation, Board of Directors, and its volunteers, I'd like to congratulate you in advance on your many accomplishments. You have made us, Oxford, proud. Thank you. My name's Dr. Ray Fisher. I'm the Executive Director for the Oxford Educational Foundation and retired Oxford Area School District Administrator. I'm honored to present several scholarships on behalf of the Oxford Educational Foundation donors to these particular scholarships. The first one I'd like to present is the Ada Elizabeth Nussbaum Barnes Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was established by Mr. Elwood Barnes in memory of his mother, Ada Elizabeth Nussbaum Barnes. Let me introduce you to the donor of this scholarship, Mr. Barnes, who is a resident of the Ware Presbyterian Ware Village. Mr. Barnes, his career, first of all, he was a graduate of the University of Maryland, studied in physics, was a scientist by his career, served in the Air Force for 4 years, and I said enjoyed his career being a scientist, even to the point where he spent a year in Antarctica doing experimental work. So anyway, this scholarship is to provide an opportunity for an Oxford area high school senior to pursue his or her post-secondary education. A little background on Mr. Barnes' mother, Ada Elizabeth, born in Maryland in 1904, passed away in 1988. She was twice widowed, raised 3 children, Elwood being the middle child. She grew up in Walkersville, a small farming community in Frederick County, Maryland. Her parents had a small grocery and butcher shop. Ada initially worked doing piecework at a local sewing factory. Ada survived the Spanish flu, which was in 1918, 1919, and 20, the Roaring Twenties, and the stock market crash in which the local bank failed. It was said that she received 15 cents on a dollar from her savings there. She and her husband, John Moranzi Barnes, worked as dairy farmers for 43 years until he passed away. She also grew gardens, raised chickens, sold eggs, cooked meals, and took care of her children. She was extremely a hard worker. Ada also took care of her mother and father despite their challenging health issues. The scholarship recipient was selected upon their academic record and completed application along with their essay. The selected individual will be awarded a $10,000 scholarship per year for 4 years. That's $40,000, provided that the individual maintains an overall GPA of 3.0 in their post-secondary education. Mr. Barnes would like to award this scholarship in memory of his mother, Ada, to Ryan Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, how's it going, man? Wow, it's great. This is Elwood Barnes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a picture. Hold on the chat. Okay, good. Tricia Hannon, did you get that picture? Okay, great.
Thank you so much.
Can't see you. Thank you very much, Elwood. Certainly. Okay, we're good. You can. Okay. Yep. Get myself organized here. The next scholarship is the Younger Family Scholarship. Let me share a few things about the Younger Family. The Younger Family Scholarship was established by Betsy Younger to honor the memory of her husband, Al Jr., and his parents, Alvin and Sarah Younger. The scholarship is to provide the opportunity for an Oxford area high school senior to pursue his or her post-secondary education. Al Younger and Betsy met in first grade and knew each other throughout their school years as classmates. They both graduated from the Oxford area high school in 1967. They attributed their success in college to the excellent education they received in the Oxford schools. It was during their college years that they began dating, and after college they were married and settled in Oxford and later lived in Baltimore, where Al eventually became vice president at T. Rowe Price Financial Services. The Younger Family Scholarship recipient was selected upon their academic record and completed application along with their essay. And the selected individual, again, will be awarded a $10,000 scholarship per year for 4 years. That's $40,000, provided that the individual maintains an overall GPA of 3.0 in their post-secondary education. They would like to award this scholarship to Guadalupe Ornelas. Next is the Hopewell Scholarship. It's our distinct pleasure to award the Hopewell Scholarship for its 9th year. The scholarship was created and funded by 2 Oxford area school district alumni that graduated in the early 1990s. At this time, they do wish to remain anonymous. Both attended the old Hopewell School at 5th and Hodgins Streets. This school holds a special place in their hearts, and it is their wish to give back to their alma mater through the Hopewell Scholarship. They requested that the Oxford Educational Foundation assist them in the facilitation and review of their applications. The Hopewell Scholarship recognizes an outstanding senior graduating from the Oxford area high school who will pursue a 4-year degree at an accredited college or university. The selected individual will be awarded a $10,000 scholarship per year for 4 years, again, $40,000, provided that the individual maintains an overall GPA of 3.0. The scholarship winner was selected based upon their academic record, extracurricular involvement, leadership potential, and their essay. In addition to the student academics transcript and completed extracurricular activities form, the committee placed significant emphasis on the student essay. What does your transcript not tell us about you? The OAF Scholarship Committee screened a total of about 46 applications for the donors, and after much deliberation and review, the donors have selected the Hopewell Scholarship winner for the 2023 year, and our congratulations go to Michael Alex Waite. Michael. Look, I got a card for you. Okay. Take a picture. Okay. All right. Chapman. Okay, our next one is the Doris and Ellsworth McAllister Memorial Scholarship. And it's an honor to present the Doris and Ellsworth Memorial Scholarship on behalf of the McAllister family. Their children established this scholarship to honor the memory of their mother and father, Doris and Ellsworth. Ellsworth grew up on a farm in Cream located in Lower Oxford Township. Doris grew up in Ohio, and on a visit to Pennsylvania to visit cousins in southern Lancaster County, she met Ellsworth on a blind date. They married soon after and took residence on Street Road, just outside of Oxford. Oxford. Education was very important to them since they did not experience it fully as they were growing up in Depression times. They had 8 children. All graduated from the Oxford Area School District and went on to receive degrees in post-secondary education, with 5 of them graduating from Penn State University. This year's recipient of the 2023 Doris and Ellsworth McAllister Memorial Scholarship is Madeline Clay. Okay, my last scholarship is the Rawls Scholarship. It's an honor to give out the Jean and Louise Rawls Scholarship, and this is the second year for this one. Jean Rawls, Oxford Area High School, 1946 graduate, grew up on the dairy farm in Oxford. He would wake up at 5:30 every morning to milk the cows, work in the fields, and then play jazz band at night. Jean enjoyed being involved in the machines throughout his life. This followed him to a career as a car dealer and a developer of agricultural machinery for the company known as Ford New Holland. Entering the business world for himself, it was natural for Jean to open an equipment rental store in Maryland where homeowners can find an array of power tools so useful for those weekend projects. The machinery connection followed him to Amarillo, Texas, where after his move there in the 80s, he once again entered the equipment rental business. Because of these accomplishments, Jean received the Oxford Area High School Distinguished Alumni Award in 2007. Jean met Louise at a church function in Dalhart, Texas one Sunday, had coffee together the following Friday, and then dinner that Saturday night. They've been together ever since. Jean and Louise have been married for over 56 years and chose to make the town of Dalhart, Texas, their home. The Rawls have been giving and working to make their community a better place to live by giving local citizens an opportunity to better their lives through education. Jean has never forgotten his roots in Oxford. They both have been major contributors to the Oxford Educational Foundation and are members of its Leaving a Legacy Society. Hence, they are providing 2 scholarships to Oxford Area High School graduating seniors. The recipients were selected upon their academic record and completed application and will be awarded a $5,000 scholarship. The recipients of the 2023 Jean and Louise Rawls Scholarship is, I'm going to mention 2 names so you can both come up, Sienna DeFrancesco and Erin Chapman. Guadalupe, where are you? Guadalupe. Guadalupe. I forget you.
Now we have Elise McDevitt presenting multiple awards.
Hello. Just getting the awards in order. So first I will be recognizing the senior class officers. I am very happy to be here to recognize them. We've been working together over the last 4 years, and especially since this was my first time serving this position, I felt like I was learning and growing a lot alongside them. So without further ado, I would like to recognize Paige Peachin, President. Abby Johnson, Vice President. Alexia Samsonoff, Secretary. Gwen Taggart, Treasurer. Ryan Steinmetz, Historian. And Mara Johnson, Parliamentarian. And I am also standing in for Corinne Burnett tonight to recognize the President of Student Council. Although I did not serve as an advisor to this student, I was her 11th grade English teacher, and I know that she's a very hard worker. So please join me in congratulating and recognizing Jessica Slitlinger for her work as Student Council President.
Next up, we have Lauren Sharp presenting multiple awards.
Good evening and congratulations to our seniors this year. I'm Lauren Sharp. I am a first grade teacher in the Oxford Area School District, but I am here representing the Oxford Area Education Association. As a teacher in first grade, I recognize many of your faces, and I could not be more proud of you than I am right now. And I can speak on behalf of all of your teachers, former and present. We're just elated at how far you've come, and I'm just so fortunate to be here with all of you tonight. So first I will start with our J.W. McMullen Memorial Scholarship. From 1921 to 1958, J. Willard McMullen was an educator in the Oxford Area School District. Applying his bachelor's degree from the University of Delaware and his master's degree from the University of Pennsylvania, Mr. McMullen served in a variety of roles, including English teacher, coach, and administrator. Over the course of his 37-year career, he witnessed phenomenal growth in the school system and proved to be a guiding force that positioned our district for success through significantly changing times. Mr. McMullen's personal belief that the teacher-student relationship was a primary factor in any student's development helped him succeed both as an educator and as a leader in each position he held during his tenure. His reputation in the district was so favorable that when he retired in 1958, over 360 people attended the testimonial dinner in his honor. The J.W. McMullen Scholarship has been awarded annually since 1956 to pay tribute to the legacy of Mr. McMullen. Due to the nature of his contributions to the Oxford Area School District, these scholarships are awarded predominantly to students who plan to pursue a career in education. This year, we were so overjoyed to receive the most applications we have received in a very long time, which made the decision-making process extremely difficult. The caliber of students that are sitting up here impressed our scholarship committee very much. So we've chosen two awardees for the J.W. McMullen Scholarship this year. So the first candidate plans to major in elementary education, and her resume reflects her dedication to teach the future generations. She's a teacher leadership program student for CCHS and has worked at various vacation Bible schools, summer camps, and has also helped out in different areas with children. Her desire to become a teacher was also heavily influenced by a current Oxford teacher, Miss O'Connor. And we are confident that she will change the lives of her students someday. And our second awardee plans to major in elementary education and has been accepted to a few well-known universities. Her resume includes an impressive amount of extracurricular activities such as Spanish National Honor Society, Helping Hands, Head Start Volunteer, Track and Field, and more. It's important to also mention that this particular essay included the influence of her first grade teacher, Lynn Kachansky. Lynn Kachansky was the reason that this particular student decided to pursue a career in education. But it's incredible to know that Lynn's legacy continues to live on in the lives of her students as well. And we are positive that she's looking down with pride on all of you tonight. So the winners of our J.W. McMullen Scholarship are Emily Koza and Riley Fitzgerald. Now, for the Best All-Around Senior Award, we bestow it on 2 seniors who embody the best of Oxford Area High School. To be considered for this award, students must first be nominated by a member of the high school staff. Nominees are invited to complete an application for the grant, and the OAEA Scholarship Committee reviews every application carefully, and we consider multiple criteria in our selections, such as GPA, participation in school-related activities, community involvement, and evidence of leadership. The essay that we require is for the students to describe what their legacy is as they leave Oxford Area High School. So we've chosen 2 seniors to award the Best All-Around Scholarship. The first senior, we believe that his legacy will live on in Oxford Area High School, as he is responsible for replacing 7 trees at the high school that were destroyed by a tornado. So although he will leave Oxford to pursue his education and career, much like those trees, we believe that his roots will always be deeply rooted in our community. The second student we know will also be remembered by her peers and teachers because she's made it her goal to be brave, bold, and adventurous, which is evident in the ways she has immersed herself in various activities. She's tried many new things during her high school career, such as learning how to play the trumpet, becoming the president of Helping Hands, taking AP Calc, and joining the tennis team. So congratulations to Michael Alex Waite and Julia Kahn.
Next up, we have Brenda Moran presenting multiple awards.
Good evening. My name is Brenda Moran, and it is always an honor to be a part of this yearly event. Tonight, we celebrate and recognize the notable achievements of our seniors. It is my pleasure to present awards on behalf of 3 different organizations within our community, all of which I serve as an officer. The Fraternal Order of Eagles is an international nonprofit organization uniting fraternally in the spirit of liberty, truth, justice, and equality to make human life more desirable by lessening its ills and promoting peace, prosperity, gladness, and hope. The FOE number 2666, Ladies Auxiliary, traditionally awards 2 scholarships each year. One for a student who has dedicated time to the high school's music program, and one to a student who has shown dedication to the business program. The Brian O'Connor Music Scholarship is intended for a student who demonstrates a high level of musicianship. We are pleased to present this to Tyler Mankey, and the FOE Proficiency in Business Award goes to Alex Waite. Incredibly, just over 40 short years ago, the class of 1982 was preparing to graduate and attending awards ceremonies such as this evening. 30 years ago, they were beginning to make plans for their 10-year class reunion. And it was during a planning meeting that the idea of providing a yearly monetary award was suggested. Since then, through the generous contributions of members of the class of 1982, this year will mark the 31st annual presentation of this award. And as their class president, serving on behalf of the Oxford Area High School class of 1982, it is my pleasure to present this year's award to Abigail Johnson. The Oxford Women's Club is a nonprofit local civic organization that started in 1973. Currently, there are 18 members, and we meet monthly. The mission of our club is to strengthen and enrich the local programs and services within the Oxford community. In addition to the scholarships that we're providing tonight, our annual fundraising programs allow us to provide yearly financial support to the following: the Lighthouse Youth Center, Neighborhood Services Center, Oxford Senior Center, Canine Partners for Life, Oxford Historical Association, Oxford Public Library, Oxford Education Association, National Honor Society, the Oxford Fire Company and Ambulance Division, and Juvenile Diabetes Foundation, just to name a few. This busy group of women enjoys the opportunity to serve our community and partner with a variety of local organizations and causes. I'm proud to represent them this year and would like to present our annual awards to Paige Peachin, Giselle Sanchez, and Ashley Valdez-Loa. Thank you. Congratulations, seniors.
Now we have Sarah Hannum presenting the Lila P. Wide Theater Scholarship.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah Hannum. I'm our choir director and drama director here at the Oxford Area High School. This year, we have the Lila P. Wild Scholarship application. I'm sorry, scholarship. They've already done the application. And I wanted to just talk about it for a minute before we get to the awards portion. The Lila P. Wild was Oxford Area High School's drama director in the late 1940s. She staged the first production in the previous high school in 1954. This scholarship is funded through the Drama Fund of Oxford Area High School, and it's awarded to a student who has exhibited outstanding dedication and commitment to the high school drama productions on or off the stage. Stage crew, assistant directors, and actors are all encouraged to apply when we look at this application. Our student that we're awarding this to tonight, it was a difficult process. Every child that comes through our program commits a significant number of time, a significant amount of dedication. They're here for hours after school, and most of them come back year after year. A lot of our students start freshman year and continue all the way through as they graduate. Every application we received this year was incredibly worthy of this scholarship. And Dr. Coppola and I took several days going through each one of these and just kind of finding the merit in all of them. And it was an incredibly tough choice. At the end of the day, we looked for a couple of things that really stood out. We found students that were committed in a variety of ways, that committed time and dedication above and beyond what we normally see in this setting. And we looked for students who consistently showed up prepared, who were great team players, who helped their fellow actors both on and off the stage as they were getting ready for the shows. And this year, it is my great honor to give our Lila P. Wild Scholarship to Michaela Brooks. Thank you.
Next up, we have Michael Means presenting multiple awards.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mike Means. I'm a social studies teacher at the high school and the head football coach. The Robert M. Means Scholarship was created to recognize a student athlete at Oxford who was emblematic of the two things that my dad liked the best, Hornet football and doing things for other people in a very, very selfless manner. In my first 3 years of coaching and my first 10 overall, my dad missed one game coming down from Denver, Pennsylvania, to all of our games before he unexpectedly passed away in 2018. He loved coming to the games, and after the game, whether we won by 40 or whether we got beat, telling me all the decisions that he would have made differently if he was me. Among his favorites were my timeout usage in the first half, and that every time we go under center, that everybody knows we're going to quarterback sneak. Even if it works every time, he didn't care. He wanted something different. Above all else, though, after games, I remember the pride that he had in his eyes at his son being a head coach. Although his love and his never-ending support for me is something that I feel really lucky to have had in my life, it's not my main lasting memory of him. The one thing that defined my dad over everything else was his ability to put his own life on hold for others. He never expected anything in return, but he spent countless hours donating time to feed the homeless, visiting his friends in the hospital, volunteering for things within his church, and being a selfless father, father-in-law, grandfather, and husband to my mom. I was amazed and I was really proud at the amount of time that some of my team had sacrificed to make somebody else's life better. And overall, this is the strongest group of applications that we've ever had in the 4 years that we've had this scholarship. I'm unbelievably excited to award the 4th annual Robert Means Scholarship to a young person who exemplifies a lot of the traits that I see in my dad, or that I saw in my dad, who's put over 550 hours of volunteer time in their 4 years, and someone who I've watched for the last 4 years kind of transition in front of my eyes from a mouse into a lion as a senior, and that's our manager the last 4 years, Caitlin Sedlak. Being on the football team is something special here at Oxford. These kids sacrifice a ton of time to be part of our brotherhood, and the young man who has earned our football scholarship this year is also very emblematic of all the values that we cherish and hold dear as a program. Over the last 4 years, it's been my pleasure to coach him, to be around him, and to watch him grow as a football player, a leader, and a young man. This program is about a lot more than football. It's about teaching values, togetherness to a group of young men and sending them out in the world to be better people at the end of the day. And I have all the confidence in the world that this player is going to do that when he leaves here. I'm honored to give this year's football scholarship to a player, even though he's not playing football, he's playing lacrosse at the next level. I'm proud of all of the accomplishments that he's had, and I think he represents all the best things about our program. Luke Piskin. Thank you.
Next up, we have Carly Belford presenting the Oxford Field Hockey Booster Scholarship.
Oh, it is. Good evening. I am Carly Belford. I'm a health and PE teacher here and also the varsity field hockey coach, and I am presenting our Oxford Field Hockey Booster Scholarship Award. To start, I always like to thank our booster members, which make this scholarship possible. That's our President, Nicole McLaughlin, Vice President Benita Clark, Treasurer Tracy Fromdorfer, and Secretary Emmy Fay. I'd also like to thank any of my hockey parents, past and present out there, and also hockey players up here, because they also make this scholarship possible with all of their hard work through all the fundraising that we do throughout the year. This scholarship, requires, to sum it up, a lot of field hockey experience, but also academics and leadership. It's not just based around field hockey experience. This player earns this award and exemplifies all of these characteristics and more. She was the captain and leader of our team. She has over 9 years of experience playing field hockey. She has volunteered countless hours at our youth field hockey program, and she currently holds a 4.2 GPA and is in the top 5% of her graduating class as well. So she's not just a strong athlete, but she's a very strong student as well. On paper, she is by far deserving of this award, but she also brings so much more to this program. I could go on and on about her all day long, but she just so is positive, respectful, kind, hardworking, and I'm very proud and honored to call her an Oxford Field Hockey now alumni. And she is also on her way to college to play at Arcadia University for field hockey and lacrosse in our sports management program. I would say I just recently had a daughter, and if she turns out like this recipient, I'm going to be a very happy mom. So congratulations to Mackenzie Clark.
Next up, we have Courtney Greer presenting the Mr. William Ray Memorial Scholarship.
Good evening. My name is Courtney Greer, and I'm a teacher here at Oxford High School. And it is my honor to present the William E. Ray Jr. Memorial Scholarship. Excuse me. Throughout his tenure, William E. Ray served as a teacher, an assistant principal, and a principal. He began his career at Red Clay Consolidated School District, retiring after 30 years. His devotion to shaping and molding young minds led him to Chester Upland School District. Mr. Ray furthered his passion for education in the Oxford Area School District at Oxford Area High School and Penns Grove Middle School. He continued his active service in Cecil County, Maryland, with a never-ending desire to give. Mr. Ray sealed his love of the profession as a substitute teacher at the Oxford Area High School. I worked with Mr. Ray for several years, and I can confidently say to know him was to respect and love him. On October 11th, 2021, on his way to work in a career he truly loved, Mr. Ray was tragically killed in a car accident. A group of teachers and Mr. Ray's family decided to sponsor a scholarship in his name, and this is the second year the scholarship has been awarded. The recipient of this year's William E. Ray Jr. Memorial Scholarship is Guadalupe Ornelas. Thank you.
Next up, we have Debbie Terry presenting the Union Fire Company Scholarship.
Good evening. My name's Debbie Terry. I am president of the Union Fire Company in Oxford here. With me tonight is Lupita Nava. First, I'd like to congratulate the class of 2023. I know this is a very exciting time for you, and I wish you the very best at the next chapter of your life. It is a privilege to be here tonight to present the scholarship from the Union Fire Company number 1. This year's recipient joined the Union Fire Company as a junior member with his parents in June of 2021. And he has taken many hours of training with fire and rescue. He also attends the Octorara Homeland Security Protective Service Program. He has been a true asset to our company and has been a true mentor to many junior members of the fire company. It gives me a great pleasure to announce this year's 2023 recipient of the Union Fire Company #1 scholarship to Devlin Schechner.
Next up, we have Angie Thompson-Lobb presenting the Oxford Chamber of Commerce Scholarship.
Good evening. I love to see these smiling faces on a night like tonight. This is wonderful. You all look fabulous. Thank you. I'd like to introduce Chris Anderson, who's also with the Chamber. We are representing the Oxford Chamber of Commerce, the Greater Oxford Chamber of Commerce, which has about almost 300 members. Every year we have a golf tournament, and we've been doing it now in the month of September, and we would like to thank the Chamber and all of the friends of the Chamber who come out and support this tournament so that we can offer you a scholarship. We had 29 applications this year, which is larger than we've had for quite some time. And obviously it's been a bumpy year because I think everybody's had the same problem. How do you pick 2 people out of 29? We hope we've done the right thing. We are going to offer them, first of all, to Carolyn Tipton. This is my Vanna White.
Aw, congratulations.
And the second one is to Michael Waite. I think you've heard that name before tonight. So everybody study hard. Embrace all that college can do for you. Put the phones down now and again and do some other stuff. And enjoy the experience that will be offered to you while you're in college. Good for you. Congratulations. Have fun.
Congratulations. Next up, we have Zachary Wharton presenting the Wharton Scholarship.
Thank you, and congratulations to everyone here. I graduated Oxford in 2007, started the scholarship 6 years ago now. Every year I sit there, listen to wonderful scholarships, wonderful comments, and I always get nervous to come up and let you all know that I started it as a joke, because it's funny. There's really nothing else behind it. I just have money to give away. That's it, no great advice. I'm obviously winging the speech, which I also did in my speech class in college, but I got an A, so. With that, the winner is Elizabeth Evans Ralston.
Next up, we have Jean Bender presenting the Lions Club scholarships.
One of the things my parents' generation loved to say with great sarcasm was, well, I hope you're proud of yourself. I never heard that. But to change the attitude, I do hope you people are proud of yourself. You have done miraculous, wonderful things. You ought to be proud. You might be falling asleep right now, but doggone it, you should be proud of yourselves. Way to go. Natalie Morlang could not be here today to get the scholarship for the Academic Achievement Award, but I want to read just 2 lines out of her wonderful essay. She is majoring in neuroscience. Wow. She wrote, "Studying the brain and nervous system never felt like studying," to which I say she is head and shoulders above most of us. And at the end, she writes, "I will be able to use my knowledge of the brain and nervous system to advocate and treat patients suffering from the pain caused from a mental disorder. I will devote my knowledge to freeing patients trapped by mental illness." We're very impressed with Natalie, and we congratulate her. A few years ago, the Lions Club decided that we needed to recognize the people who go into technical and trade schools because we count on those people to keep our lives going. And the young man who's getting this reward, I mean scholarship, came to this realization this year, apparently. He wrote in his essay, "My interest in becoming a tradesman peaked last fall when I had come to the realization that standard schooling was not my pathway in life." Well, good for you, because more people need to recognize that, and I just think that's a very mature and outstanding and intelligent decision. He's starting off with carpentry. He has a little tribute to it. "Carpentry has increased my critical thinking skills, widened my knowledge of home structures, and has taught me that failure is going to happen. Carpentry leaves a lot of room for mistakes, and very similar to life, if those mistakes are not corrected, everything could come crashing down." So Connor Gentile, please come up here. Thank you. I do want to thank you. And just one last word, I think we need to thank the English teachers for the continued comments about the wonderful essays, and probably thank Mary Humphreys for pushing the scholarships. We had 45 to get through, and they were all wonderful. And so I think that Mrs. Humphreys might deserve that credit, because I'm still not convinced that this age of a person can sit wide awake through homeroom and listen to the announcements. Thank you for your time.
Next up, we have Jennifer Warren presenting the Oxgrove Democrats Be the Change Award.
Good evening. First off, I'd like to congratulate all of you and wish you the best as you begin this next chapter of your lives. What an exciting time for all of you. I am Jennifer Warren, and I was asked to step in tonight to present the Oxgrove Democrats Scholarship. The scholarship is called Be the Change Award, which comes from the quotation, "Be the change you wish to see in the world," which is often attributed to Mahatma Gandhi. These words challenge us to not just identify a problem, but to work towards a solution, and that is exactly what the recipient of this scholarship did. As the president of Oxford's chapter of the National Science Honor Society, she saw a disconnect in the process of connecting students who need help with their science classes with student tutors from the Honor Society. She took a proactive role in revamping the process, and now student tutors are more easily connected with students needing assistance, resulting in more students receiving help. It gives me great pleasure to announce this year's Be the Change Scholarship recipient, Sarah Brown.
Next up, we have Melissa Bishop presenting the Carter James Bishop Memorial Scholarship.
Hello, congratulations all. I'm Alex Bishop, this is Michaela, Melissa, Don. We're the founders of the Carter Bishop Scholarship Fund, and we're really honored to be here and give this away to you guys. To be honest, I had to take the day off. We got 37 essays from you guys, and I read really slow, so it was a lot. I really appreciated it. We took a lot of time and effort to read each and every one of them, and I appreciate you guys' effort and time that you put into it. We are very proud of you guys. I mean, take the next step in life, give it everything you got. I mean, you guys are already up on the stage, so you're already doing very well for yourselves. We've never done this before, but we hope to do it, every year for as long as we possibly can. And but we all sat down, we read all 37 of them, and we picked our top 5, 6, and we had dinner, and we were going to discuss who got it, and there was no discussion. We had one person in all our top 5, and we just let fate take it over. But we did discuss each and every one of you guys's, and you guys are awesome. You guys did such a great job. But the award winner will be Tanner Repetto.
Next up, we have Winifred Moran Sebastian presenting the Randy and Winifred Moran Sebastian Award.
Good evening. Congratulations. I'm very impressed with everything you're doing. This scholarship was established by my husband's best friend, Bob Pebble, and his wife, Jane. My husband, Randy Sebastian, was an Oxford farm boy, graduated from Oxford High School, and went on to Harvard University. When I was here last year at this ceremony, I noticed that of all the amazing awards and accomplishments, there weren't a lot for students who were going to pursue something other than a 4-year degree. And so my children and I decided that what Randy would have liked is to make the award to a student going to a trade school. So we looked carefully at the applications and made the decision to award the scholarship to Corinne Stempkowski. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Next up, we have Howard Robinson presenting the Janet and Howard Robinson Farm Bureau Award.
My name is Howard Robinson, and I graduated from Oxford years ago, many years ago. And I've been very happy to have succeeded in college with my Oxford education. And in fact, I came back to Oxford and taught school here for 31 years. Along the same time, I became a Farm Bureau member in Chester County. Chester County has about 3,000 Farm Bureau members. Somebody asked me, do you have to be a farmer to be in Farm Bureau? The answer is no. We feel in Farm Bureau that anyone that eats 3 meals a day should be a Farm Bureau member. And I'm here to present a scholarship to a young girl that is studying to go into the veterinary medicine field. Her name is Brianna Pollock, so if she would come up, we would. take it home, read the letter, and come to one of our board meetings and pick up their check. Yes. Thank you. Any high school student can apply for an application to a scholarship. In fact, Farm Bureau will honor someone that is already in college, second or third year. In fact, we are giving away another scholarship this year to Sam Rayburn, who graduated a couple years ago. So, he is in college, and he is studying to be a diesel mechanic, and we felt he's going to work at a tractor place and so on, and we felt that would qualify also. So look over your situation, and as a high school student, look over our application and apply. And even if someone is in college, a brother or sister or son or daughter, look, make them aware that we do give scholarships to students that missed out in high school, but we would welcome to honor them in college. Thank you.
Next up, we have Robert Pepple presenting the Shannon and Jane Pepple Scholarship.
Good evening. Congratulations to all the scholarship winners. My wife Jane and I know that we were very blessed to be able to attend college and graduate from college. We also realized that was possible through the sacrifices and hard work of our parents. It gives me great pleasure to honor my parents by presenting the Shannon and Jane Pepple Scholarship to Jessica Lester.
Next up, we have Dr. Raymond Fisher presenting Robert A. Davis Memorial Scholarship.
It's an honor to give out this particular scholarship, the Robert A. Davis Memorial Scholarship. The Oxford Educational Foundation, which is a 501c3 charitable organization, is honored to be the fiscal sponsor for this. This is the first year for it, and named after Robert A. Davis. Robert went as Bobby, graduated from Oxford Area High School in 1960, was immediately drafted to serve in the Vietnam War. Bobby was the first in Chester County, Pennsylvania, to be fatally wounded while shielding his comrades in the infamous Ia Drang Valley battle in Vietnam, 1965. Bobby's life ended on November 15th, 1965. The battle is depicted in the book There Were Soldiers, Once and Young. It was also the subject of the film We Were Soldiers. He is a national hero, a recipient of many honors, including the 2017 Distinguished Alumni Award here at the Oxford Area High School. In honor of his sacrifice, the Robert A. Davis Memorial Committee established a scholarship in his name. A scholarship that represents Bobby's character and education, as well as his dedication to family, nature, science, and the business of farming. The Robert A. Davis Memorial Committee would like to award the scholarship to Caroline Tipton. I did want to mention, too, that we have Robert's sister here, Sally. Sally is a graduate, 1964 graduate of the Oxford Area High School. And we also have Dr. Wanda Davis, who's standing over there. She is the niece of Robert A. Davis. So we welcome them both as well. Okay, thank you. All right, good?
Next up, we have Robert Russell and Brian Hildebrand presenting the Oxford Robotics Alumni Scholarship.
Good evening. Boy, those are bright, man. My name is Brian Hildebrand. This is Robert Russell. We're here to represent the former organization of Oxford Robotics. I'm going to bore you for just a minute or two talking about the robotics program, and Mr. Russell will hand out or award the scholarships. We're doing 2 scholarships. So very quickly, again, I don't want to bore you to tears because you're bored, but first of all, congratulations. Both my kids graduated from here. This is a great school, great program, and this is a tremendous school district. In 2002, Sue Bernruther, many of you might know her. She's been in the administrative area of Oxford School District for many, many years. Started working with the first robotics programs out of Delaware, University of Delaware and DuPont, because her kids were interested in that. And of course, they continue to be. They've pursued careers in that area. They decided to start a team in 2002. That's when we were founded with a single team in the high school competing in the first robotics program. It's a tremendous program. I came here in 2005. My kids got involved in 2006. We served hundreds of students every year from second grade all the way up through 12th grade in various levels of robotics competition. The principle that drove us was to inspire you, the student body, towards participating and getting interested in and pursuing careers in STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. One of the things that we've talked about over the years, we being the community that supports the robotics programs, is also the arts. And a lot of people have now started calling it STEAM, right? Science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. One of the things that I've always loved about the Oxford Area School District is our dedication to the arts. And many of our students, some of you who are here, have participated in our programs, but many of our students were also in the arts programs. That's great. Band and whatnot. So that's how we came to be. Unfortunately, well, first of all, many of our supporters, Oxford Educational Foundation is one big one. Dr. Fisher and his organization were tremendous supporters, and we had a tremendous partnership with them throughout our years until we terminated the program in 2020 due to, well, actually, 2021, 2022, when we finally realized that we just weren't going to be able to continue. But the good news, a lot of people are really sad by that, because we were providing this great STEM program and a very exciting program for the kids, for the students, and people are sad about that. But I say don't be, because we served a need. In 2002, very little STEM programs were available to our students. None, basically. So we provided that support for STEM. And as you know now, there are many STEM programs from kindergarten all the way up through 12th grade. They even have a robotics program in the high school. Some of you probably participated in that. So we have been superseded by the school, and that's a tremendous thing and great. So I'm done boring you. I'm going to turn it over to Robert, who can award the scholarships.
Right. Well, thank you. Again, congratulations. We had 16 applicants for our first year of the scholarship. We went through, we based it upon GPA, the classes you took, and if it was going to be STEM education in higher education. And the awardees are Elliot Long and Elizabeth Evans Ralston.
Congratulations. Elliot, congratulations. Well done.
You just go to the Oxford Education Foundation and they'll arrange all the funding. Thank you.
Next up, we have Laura Roberts presenting the Griffith Family Scholarship.
You're right, they are bright. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the Oxford Area High School class of 2023. You all have worked so hard to get where you are, and we are very proud of you. My name is Laura Roberts, and I'm here to present 4 Griffith Family Scholarships for 2023. The Griffith Family Scholarships are $10,000 each that are paid out over 4 years. It is my privilege to announce the recipients. First up, Kylie Arnold. Congratulations. Our next scholarship goes to Jordan Dina Polly. Congratulations, dear. And if I screwed up the name, I apologize. It's okay. Okay, the next one goes to Madeline Clay. And our last one goes to Michael Alexander Waite. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations to all the winners, and good luck in the future. Thank you.
Next up, we have Joe, Zach, Tanner, and Dylan Repetto presenting the Nick Repetto Memorial Scholarship.
First, I want to say congratulations to all my fellow seniors, but we're here to present the Nick Repetto Memorial Scholarship. Nick was my older brother, and he unfortunately passed away in August of 2017, and he was a 2012 graduate here at Oxford Area High School. We get this award to honor Nick and his love for soccer. He played all 4 years here and continued into college, and this is why we selected a member of the boys soccer team, and this year's recipient is Edwin Dominguez Gonzalez.
Next up, we have Anthony Derrico presenting the Richard Beard Scholarship.
Good evening. Congratulations to all the graduates. My name is Anthony Derrico. I'm the Executive Director at the Oxford Arts Alliance. And this evening, I'm giving out the Richard Beard Scholarship to 2 seniors that will be furthering their education in the arts and culture. Richard was one of the founders of the Oxford Arts Alliance in 2008, alongside our other founders, Jahan Shikol Islami and Jay Eaton. Unfortunately, Richard passed in 2013, leaving behind a legacy of about 50 years in education in the arts. So the scholarship is in his memory. Our winners, or our scholarship recipients this evening are Rebecca Sheridan and Claire Yeselanis.
Next up, we have Christopher McLeod presenting the Mary S. McLeod Scholarship.
Good evening. My family and I would like to congratulate you and the rest of the class of 2023. Tonight's actually become one of the highlights of my year as an alma mater, or this is my alma mater. I'm able to come back, see some old friends, a lot of familiar faces, and at the same time honor my mother. So back in the 70s, my parents went to the University of Dayton. Mom was born and raised in Cincinnati, Dad born and raised here in Oxford. They graduated, got married, and soon after, Mom resettled back here with Dad to start the next chapter in their lives and start a family. So as soon as she got here, she became involved with the community, volunteered with different organizations, and then when my sister and I became of school age, she became very involved with the district here. For a time, she substituted at the high school. She was very involved with the Home and School Association for many years, served as president, and for decades could actually be heard cheering loudly and proudly at many sporting events for her beloved Hornets. So she loved this community and she loved this school district. Later in life, Mom was diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia. It was a long and tough battle, which she ended up losing in August of 2016. When my family was trying to think of ways to honor her when we were putting her memorial together, we thought this would make her happy to start a scholarship in her name to help someone from the school district who was going on to further their education. She was a communications major at Dayton. Now, she wasn't a graduate here at Oxford, but I was, my dad, my sister, my wife, and eventually my little niece will be too. So it's an honor to present this award each and every year, and this year it goes to Bailey Cornelius.
Next up, we have David Watkins presenting the Helen Corson Pierce Award.
Good evening. I'm David Watkins here to present the 2023 $500 Helen Corson Peace Award on behalf of London Grove Friends Meeting. As a teenager, Helen was a suffragette. In World War I, a pacifist. In the Great Depression, she was a relief worker in Appalachia. In the 1930s, Helen was concerned with race relations and poverty. After World War II, she lived frugally so that she could send a monthly care package to war-ravaged Europe. She opposed nuclear testing, germ warfare, McCarthyism, and the war in Vietnam. In 1975, at the age of 91, she was awarded an honorary doctorate of humane letters degree from Lincoln University for her work with race relations. The Helen Corson Peace Award was created shortly after her death in 1979. In 2019, there were 6 $500 awards made to graduating seniors at local high schools. In 2020, we added a 7th award for senior in the Upward Bound program at Lincoln University. The award certificate reads, in recognition of a graduating senior who by attitude or action advocates or promotes the resolution of conflicts in a nonviolent way. The recipient has, through words and deeds, furthered the causes of human understanding and brotherhood. The selection for the Oxford High School Helen Corson Peace Award is Timothy Lamb. Take care.
Next up, we have Sandra Bennett presenting the Oxford Music's Boosters Scholarship.
Well, like everyone else said, they are bright. My name is Sandy Bennett, and I am the president of the Oxford Music Boosters, formerly known as the Oxford Band Parents Association. Our purpose is to promote interest in and provide support for all of the music ensembles in the Oxford Area School District, which now includes orchestra and chorus. I would like to thank Oxford Area High School for inviting me to be part of your ceremony tonight, and I'd like to congratulate all of you for getting to this point of your lives. It's a great, great achievement. More importantly, though, I would like to thank everyone for allowing me the opportunity to recognize some amazing seniors who are the recipients of this year's Oxford Music Boosters Scholarship. This scholarship is awarded to a senior who will be continuing their music endeavors in their post-secondary career. This scholarship is made possible by my board of officers, Tennille Deweese, who's vice president, Allie Verbanis, secretary, Noelle Topmiller, fundraising coordinator, and Becky Wells, treasurer. It is my pleasure to present scholarships to 4 deserving students, and this year, I am most excited to award these scholarships because I have personally had the great honor of working with all of these young people during their years in high school, either in marching band and in the musical. So our first recipient, Dr. Coppola, shares that his excitement and enthusiasm is contagious, and he channels that into his music making. Our first recipient is Liam Hale. Mrs. Hannum recognizes our next recipient as a talented musician with a fierce drive to try new things and who continues to find new ways to grow. Our second recipient is Aaron Chapman. Our next recipient, well, he is called a workhorse when it comes to practice and rehearsals. And Dr. Coppola has no doubt that his work ethic will take him far. Chris Latch. Congratulations. And finally, again, Mrs. Hannum recognizes our last recipient as a gifted singer whose practice and dedication shows in every way when she performs. Caroline Rowe. My little mouse. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
Next up, we have Catherine Cloyd presenting the American Legion School Achievement Award.
Good evening. Congratulations to all of our students. I'm here this evening on behalf of the Oxford American Legion, Roy W. Gibson, post number 535. We're very pleased to present the following certificates to the winners of the American Legion School Essay Contest, awarded in recognition of the possession of those high qualities of courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service, which are necessary to the preservation and protection of the fundamental institutions of our government and the advancement of society. I will do these separately so I don't drop anything. First up, we have Kyra Lees. And our second award goes to Jessica Lester. Thank you.
Next up, we have Miles Standish presenting the Audrey J. I'm sorry if I butcher this. Dupuis? Dupuis? Yeah. Okay. Memorial Scholarship.
Good evening. My name is Miles Standish. I'm the president of the Andre J. Dupuis Foundation. On behalf of myself and the board of directors, we're giving away a scholarship in his memory. Andre Dupuis was a graduate of Williamson College of the Trades in 2001. In 2011, Andre was tragically taken from us. The Andre J. Dupuis Foundation aims to keep Andre's passion for the trades and his spirit of giving alive. This scholarship is given to a student who exhibits the traits of responsibility, kindness, courage, respect, and is attending a technical trade school. This year's recipient, Connor Gentile.
Next up, we have Sean McGrory presenting the Oglala Council number 212 IORM Award.
Good evening, and congratulations to the class of 2023. Very exciting. My name is Sean McGrory. I am actually the Great Sachem of Pennsylvania for the Great Council of the Improved Order of Redmond. I'm also a proud member of the Oglala Tribe, number 212 here in Oxford, PA. Mondays and Fridays we throw on cornhole. The two students that I'm presenting the scholarships for to the Oglala Council number 212 award are Emma Neski and also Ryan, I'm sorry if I'm going to butcher your last name, Steinmesdes?
Next up, we have Daria Di Sabatino. I'm sorry again. Presenting the Enil Doc Starter Foundation Award.
Good evening. Thank you. On behalf of the Board of Directors for the Doc Starter Foundation, I'd like to thank the Oxford Area High School for inviting us to participate. Congratulations to all of you. The mission of the Neil Dockstader Foundation is to promote educational, charitable, and scientific activities that enhance and optimize the environment of southern Chester County. I don't know if any of you know this, but we are funded by the Southern Chester County Refuse Authority. That's the landfill, which Neil Dockstader helped to ensure that it would be built and supported. This year, we've selected a very impressive high school senior whose high school career is very impressive and has some exciting possibilities in front of her in college. We hope that Sophia Lenz has great success and that she will achieve her horticultural dreams. Sophia? Thank you.
Next up, we have Tracy Polito presenting the Casey Aaron Rumford Memorial Scholarship.
Hello, my name is Tracy Polito. I'm the Oxford chapter leader of Casey's Cause. We're a nonprofit organization consisting of concerned parents, business people, and citizens tirelessly fighting the heroin, opioid, and drug epidemic that has invaded our county and our nation. We seek to educate our communities of the widespread use of opioids, substance use disorders, and unbiasedly promote the availability of prevention, education, treatment, recovery, and support programs in our community for the individual and their families. Casey Aaron Rumford was the beloved daughter of Andrew and Donna Rumford and sister of Alex Rumford. She wanted to change the world, but her addiction took her too soon. Created by the Rumford family in March of 2013 after Casey's fatal heroin overdose, Casey's Cause was started as a way for the family to turn tragedy into a positive in Casey's memory. Casey once wrote a letter to the president telling him that she would change the world. I can think of no better way to continue her dream than to promote the furtherance of education of a deserving Oxford student. In Casey's name, we would like to award a $1,000 scholarship to a student who plans to pursue a career in health studies at the University of Alabama. We were blown away by this student's essay. It is clear that this student cares deeply for the community. Who better to change this world than Tanner Repetto?
Next up, we have Dawn Hernandez presenting the Oxford Golden Bears Award.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dawn Hernandez, and I am the secretary of the Oxford Golden Bears Youth Football and Cheer Organization. Our organization is a nonprofit and was established in 1976 to provide an adult supervised program for youth football players and cheerleaders. Our objectives reach far beyond just teaching the skills necessary to play the game of football and cheerleading. As an organization, we strive to provide each child opportunities to build character, create friendships and relationships, have fun and enjoyment through game competition, learn to win with pride and lose with dignity, importance of teamwork, focus and discipline, build mind and bodies through good, clean sportsmanship and physical activity. Every year for our 2 scholarships, we select 1 senior football player and 1 senior cheerleader who participated in 4 or more years with our organization, showed dedication and commitment and truly with what it means to be an Oxford Golden Bear. As a board, we talk to past coaches, review high school accomplishments, and read the essays written by each applicant. It is never easy to choose just 1 football player and 1 cheerleader. We would like to thank each of you who took the time to apply for these scholarships. This year, the Oxford Golden Bears have chosen Shane Cassidy and Paige Peachin to receive this.
Next up, we have Kathy Clark presenting the Oglala Council number 212 Attendance Award.
Good evening. My name is Kathy Clark, and I represent Oglala Council number 212, Degree of Pocahontas, which is the Women's Auxiliary of the Improved Order of Red Men here in Oxford. It's my pleasure and my honor to present this award to two of our graduating seniors who made attendance their priority. And it's no doubt in my mind why they are getting these awards, because my grandmother, who taught for the Oxford School District when there was a one-room schoolhouse, used to say, well, if she actually paid her kids to come to class. Those would be the 5th and 6th graders who didn't think they needed to go. But what I will tell you is that it pays to go to school, and that's why we recognize these two award recipients for attendance, and that is Miranda Berg and Cole Smith. Coming here. Isn't that ironic? They're not here. So what was said to me? Who were this year's winners? Please tell me. I'm sorry, they're not here because they were last year's winners.
This one.
Huh?
Christopher Latch and Elliot Long.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. Don't apologize.
Which one's first?
Latch.
Mr. Latch?
Long.
There you go. Here you go. Thank you. My apologies. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Next up, we have Colleen Burrows presenting the Oxford PTO Scholarship.
Good evening. My name is Colleen Burrows, and I'm the Vice President of the Oxford Area School District PTO. It is an honor to be a part of tonight's Senior Award Ceremony. Typically in past years, we have awarded 3 scholarships to seniors. At the beginning of this year, we decided to modify the distribution of the scholarships to better accommodate the seniors for this year. It has worked out that we will be awarding 5 scholarships tonight. The first 3 scholarships will be awarded to seniors who have post-high school plans and have a minimum GPA of 2.5. The students were asked to describe a situation in their lives where they overcame an obstacle, either through school, social, or family life. 3 students were chosen for demonstrating tremendous growth and strength over the past few years. Each of the scholarship recipients had well-written essays that resounded in a determination to succeed in the future. The first 2 recipients plan to attend college in the fall. Their scholarships are both in the amount of $1,500. They are Tanner Repetto and Shane Cassidy. The third scholarship in the amount of $750 will go to Andrew Horworth, who has plans to be an apprentice as an electrician. Congratulations to our first 3 recipients. Our 2 additional scholarship winners are going to recipients who demonstrated leadership roles. The first recipient is a student who assisted the PTO in just about every volunteer situation possible. He was the PTO's #1 volunteer. Although this may sound trivial, the PTO could not do what we do without volunteers such as this. Not only did he volunteer, but he did it with a positive attitude, a big smile, and often led others to attend as well. This student will be receiving $500, and it is Connor Michael. Our last scholarship recipient has also demonstrated leadership skills through volunteering her time to be the PTO liaison at the monthly district board meetings. She is a wonderful public speaker and embodies the characteristics of a student whom any college would be proud to have. We thank her for her time and dedication to serving the PTO. This scholarship is in the amount of $1,000, and it goes to Elizabeth Evans Ralston. Congratulations to all of our scholarship recipients.
Next up, we have Joe Martinelli presenting the OAHS Boys Lacrosse Scholarship.
Congratulations, everyone. Awesome achievement. My name is Joe Martinelli. I'm the lacrosse coach here at Oxford. With me is Doug Baird, who's the president of the Boys Lacrosse Boosters, who's going to present the certificates.
As Joe said, my name is Douglas Baird. It's an honor to present these awards and the scholarships to these guys tonight. And congratulations to everybody sitting up here on your achievements and all the hard work and dedication you put in. Each year, the lacrosse boosters, we give out scholarships to seniors who display academic excellence, good sportsmanship, as well as leadership on and off the field. This year, we're very fortunate to have two very young men that have done a great job on and off the field this year. First of all, Shane Cassidy. And secondly is Connor Gentile. Thank you guys, and I wish the class of 2023 a great graduation and honor going forward.
Next up, we have Joseph Ty presenting the Oxford Area School Board Outstanding Senior Award.
Good evening, everyone. We like to focus on leadership with this award. I'm fortunate enough to be able to choose from the different essays and applications that are provided, and it never ceases to amaze me. If you've read any of these applications as you're an award presenter, you'll know what I'm talking about when you look at some of the GPAs and some of the achievements and some of the things that these students have done in the 4 years or 12 years of their schooling here in Oxford. When I was going to school, I was hanging with the crew that we were lucky enough to make it to school, let alone graduate and have all these achievements. It's amazing. I'm going to announce these one at a time because I guess I talk slow enough that people start to clap, and then the second person getting this award doesn't get heard. So the first award is Michael Alex Waite. Yeah, come on up. Congratulations. The Eagle Scout stuff, really, it just blew me away. Good for you, man. Thank you. Take care. Be well. Last year, I gave this award out to somebody, and I thought last year that COVID was the hardest school board season to get through. And oh my God, this girl has done such an outstanding job as the student school board representative. Her leadership in that position is just beyond reproach. So come on up, Emily Koza. So this is the second most rewarding thing I get to do as the school board president. The first, you'll all see me in about 2 months when I shake your hand and give you your diplomas. And if I cry, don't hold it against me because I'm a little emotional. That's really the best and only reason I keep doing this. So remember that in your travels, all this leadership, it may not get rewarded the way you want to. You have to look for the things that make it important to you. Thanks.
Next up, we have Gail Ferranto presenting multiple scholarships.
Hi, good evening. My name is Gail Ferranto, and this is Amy Ducharme, and we represent the mushroom farmers of Pennsylvania. And it's really a great honor to be here with all of you tonight. I mean, listening to all these beautiful awards you're getting and all your achievements, it's a lot to be proud of, so congratulations. Tonight we have 3 scholarships from the Mushroom Farmers of Pennsylvania. We have 2 Sarah Manning scholarships and a Robert Ferranto Memorial Scholarship. The Pennsylvania mushroom industry, and specifically those of us in Kennett Square, have a long history in Chester County. While the area is known as the mushroom capital of the world, at our industry's heart, we are a community industry. And it's events like this where we're able to give back to our community in which we work, live, and that brings us the most joy. The Industry Scholarship Committee was created in 1986 to help provide funds for education. We're able to present it to Michael Waite. We got some great mushroom swag in here for you, so wear it proud.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We have 2 Sarah Manning scholarships, and we have chosen Emily Horton and Rylan Canaday. Yeah, congratulations. There you go. Emily, we're proud. Thank you. Yeah, congratulations. On behalf of the Pennsylvania mushroom industry, congratulations and good luck to all of you in your endeavors.
Next up, we have James Canaday presenting multiple awards.
The J. Donald McLeod Memorial Scholarship is an award from the Oxford Rotary Club to a graduating senior for community service and academics. This year's winner has devoted many hours to her school and community, specifically serving as student council president and within the National Honor Society. Congratulations to this year's winner, Jessica Sittlinger. The recipient of the Oxford Area High School Inspiration Award is given to a student who has shown outstanding improvement throughout high school. This year's winner has shown a great deal of maturity and growth over his 4 years at Oxford Area High School. His teachers describe him as responsible, hardworking, and polite. This year's winner is Jadis Hicks. The Union Fire Company #1 Auxiliary Award goes to a student who has demonstrated service to his or her community. This year's winner has dedicated many hours outside of school hours volunteering to make Oxford a great place. This year's winner is Jessica Sittlinger.
Next up, we have Stephanie Farmer presenting multiple awards.
Okay, good evening. So the first award I have is the George and Georgiana Jackson Scholarship. George and Georgiana Jackson served in Oxford Area School District for 21 years, from 1955 through 1976. Georgiana Jackson was a special education teacher in the district at the intermediate school. George Jackson served as an elementary school principal at various elementary buildings for the district, including Jordan Bank and Hopewell School. When Nottingham School opened in 1972, as the new elementary school, he served as principal for 4 years until he retired. They have contributed to the district in many ways and want to continue through the George T. Jackson and Georgiana W. Jackson Scholarship. The scholarship is presented to students who are pursuing a career in education. This year, the scholarship is awarded to Riley Fitzgerald and Emily Koza. Okay. Our second award tonight is the Indu Bhavasar Memorial Scholarship. It was established to pay it forward to a graduating senior who has a positive attitude even in challenging times. This year's winner can be described by her teachers as motivated. Throughout her high school career, she has impressed many with her enormous drive for success, stepping outside of her comfort zone, and participating in new activities and persevering even during the most challenging of times in her life. She is the epitome of today's student athlete and role model to her peers. This year's winner is Angela Beadle. Okay, our third award is with Oxford Little League Award. The Oxford Little League Award is presented to one senior who participated in Oxford Little League softball and one senior who participated in Little League baseball. This year's winners are Christopher Latch and Caroline Tipton. And the final award that I have to present tonight is the Sun East Federal Credit Union, People Helping People. Sun East Federal Credit Union is proud to support students who participate in community service. This $1,000 award goes to a high school senior who has demonstrated a commitment to helping other people by participating in community service throughout high school. In recognition for volunteering, Sun East Federal Credit Union honors our students who share the credit union philosophy of people helping people. This year's winner is Maylin Smith. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
So I just want to congratulate our seniors on stage one last time this evening. So thank you for all that you've done. We look forward to marching towards graduation with you June 2nd, Friday, June 2nd, 2023, 6 p.m. Be on time, please, because we start right at 6. And I just want to thank and congratulate our families and thank our awards and scholarship sponsors. Without you, this night wouldn't be possible. Thank you all, and have a great evening.
I'm trying to fold it.